Hello guys, welcome to In 5 Minutes. In this 5 minutes, we are going to see the parity generators or parity checkers. Before starting to parity generators and checkers, we need to understand that what is parity. So parity is nothing but number of ones. Let us say there is a n bit input is there. So in n bit input, first case, if number of ones are even, then it is called as even parity, and if number of ones are odd, then it is called as odd parity. So basically there are two important parities, even parity and odd parity. So why it is important to have the calculate the number of ones? Because it is very important to calculate the detection of errors in the code. So we will be seeing the application of parity or even parity, odd parity in the error detection and correction codes. We will see the application of parity bits there. But before that, let us find out how the parity is generated, how do parities check when the n bit input is provided, how you will check the parity and how you will generate the parity. So starting for that, first one is the parity checker. For the parity checker, XOR is ideal. This is the key point for the parity checker and generator. XOR operation is very important. Why? Because if the input has odd number of ones, then XOR output is 1 or logic high. Similarly, if input provided has the even number of ones, then this will imply that the XOR operation for all the input bits will give logic low or 0 output. Also in the computer application, binary number may added or subtracted or multiplied to give us new number, and binary numbers are also used to represent number or letter. So therefore you will require to introduce one extra bit to form a new number with even parity or odd parity. So there will be a same code which is in even parity, or the same code you can generate in the odd parity. So for that you will require parity generators. So there is the next topic, parity generator. Now how you will generate the parity? Now there is no different section for parity checker and generator. You can do it on the same XOR gate. So let us see in one example. I have taken here a 4-bit input. Let us say that the inputs are A, B, C and D. These are the 4 input code which are fed to the XOR logic. So here is the XOR logic between 4 bits, and there is a inverter placed, and particularly this one is the odd parity generator. So for this one, P gives you parity bit to produce odd parity 5-bit number. So you will see that is the input bits given here, that will be same as it is A, B, C, D, but part of the input is taken to follow the XOR logic, and if the number of bits are odd, then the output will be 1 here, as I mentioned earlier also in the parity checker section. If the number of bits are odd, then the logic 1 will be provided. So whatever the logic 1 will come here, the inverter will invert it to 0, hence the P bit will be 0 because input has already odd number of ones. Let us try to solve an example in which A, B, C are 1, 1, 1, 0. So going from A to B, A XOR with B is 0, 0 XOR with 1, the output is 1, 1 XOR with 0, output is 1. So final output will be 1 here, and that will be inverted to 0. So what is the final inputs? P bit will be 0 and DCBA will be same as it is 0, 1, 1, 1. So it will give you 5 bits 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. P bit will provide you the odd parity, 5-bit odd parity number. If you want to check for the even parity, what you need to do, apply the simple logic. Even number of ones are there, then it will give you logic low. You simply replace this inverter. So what we have here is, to get the even parity, delete the inverter. If you delete this inverter, short circuit it, XOR operation output is directly taken as P parity bit, then it will give you 5-bit even parity code for the same input. So this is all about parity generators and checkers. The XOR logic is very important. Thank you for watching in 5 minutes.